coding session. It's going to be the last live coding session for today, and we're going to continue diving deep into the declarative UI. And here with me, Andriy, who is a software engineer at EPAM. Originally, Andriy was an Android developer, but about 2 years ago, he discovered Flutter and lost the way back. He is said to still have nightmares about designing UI in XML and interact with it in an imperative way. Today, Andriy will show how Flutter makes it fast and easy to write UI in modern declarative approach. So enjoy this session. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Again, the best question asked will receive some reward. So I encourage you to be active in chat and ask some questions. And now, Andriy, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and start the session. Thanks.
Thank you, Roman. Hello, everyone. My name is Andriy. Today I'm going to write some code for you. We are going to write another Simpson application. I think I need to move it. Yeah. So we will write another simple application, but using different approach, using Flutter. For those who are not familiar with Flutter, Flutter is the multi-platform framework. It's used for mainly for mobile applications for now, and it has the web support in beta. Let's start. Here's my template, which we will modify. We have the data source for the episodes. Let's see what are we going to write. So that's the reference, our reference. We have the grid of the episodes, and then we have the details screen with the details for the episode. So we have the data source with the list of episodes. I've prepared it in advance. We have the episode data structure here with all the data we need, and maybe even more than we need. Okay, let's start. So the entry point of every Flutter application is the it's not it can be can be named differently, but this file should contain the main method to be run. And we need to invoke the run app method here and pass the core widget of our application. This widget is a material application widget, which is used for developing base material designed applications. Flutter has also the name Cupertino widgets, which are referring to the iOS style UIs. So I picked the material application because that's the more popular way of writing applications in Flutter. Here I have some predefined settings with the theme. I got the primary swatch changed to the orange so that all the main colors will be orangish. And I changed the font. I've connected the fonts that other guys in the live coding used. Okay, so let's start by launching the application on my iPhone simulator. Let me check if I don't need anything to mention. Okay, yeah. I expect the application to run in the uh, with the exception, with the UI exceptions, and then we will fix that. Yeah, the build is done and the app is launched. Now I see the red error screen. That's because the home screen of our application has no like UI return from here. Flutter application is declarative, has declarative UI approach. It means that all the UI is composed inside your main runtime. So I can write here, for example, let's say text hello, and we'll see that text. It's unstyled, not that doesn't have style because we are not in the material environment. To be in the material, to get to the material environment, we need to start with the scaffold. That's the main widget for screens in the material design. They also have the Cupertino scaffold for iOS designs, but we will use this one because we do the material application. It has all the components that modern applications need. It has the up bar, the body, or it has the possibility to add the up bar, the body, floating action buttons, drawer, bottom navigation, and others. So let's start with I will do the hot refresh. Yeah, Flutter provides us ways to deliver our changes very quick. In like my last refresh took 243 milliseconds. So yeah, here's our scaffold, and let's add the app bar. Flutter is very easy because we don't need to write those XMLs. We don't need to compose the layout somewhere else in some other um, languages and toolings and others. So I just write the code here and uh, uh, I do the hot refresh or hot reload. That's hot reload, and the UI is updated with my code. So let's say that we have the title here, The Simpsons. Here we are. Yeah, you remember that I said that I picked the font family for the whole application, and it's set globally for my application. So every time I will use the text or any other maybe text field, it will use my my selected font. So let's get back to the text. Yeah, but I want it to be, if I want it to be the bigger or have another style, I can say that my color will be white. I'm sorry, white. Refresh. And I want it to be larger. So the size is, I guess, yeah, 20, maybe 25. And also I can do much stuff here. But I want also to add the shadow to make it look fancy. Shadow with the blue radius. And let's say the offset of the shadow. Um, looking downwards. Reload and we get the changes here. Well, I'd say that this operation in the native would take much more time than the Flutter provides us. So okay, next, yeah, this app bar can contain the actions. Let's see the icon button with the icon. Come on, we can select any of them, and that's all. I don't need to create separate resources for adding the actions. So we don't need the actions. Let's take a look at our reference. Okay, yeah, that's not white. That I guess that's amber accent. Yeah, here we have it. Now, also scaffold provides us ways to add the drawer. Here we go. We have the drawer. The content in the drawer is also simple to add. Let's see, column with children. Yeah, the column is they have the better description. A widget that displays its children in a vertical array. So that's for those who are familiar with Android components, that's the linear layout with the, I guess, vertical orientation. So let's have the list style. Flutter has all the widgets we need in our base development, everyday development. The list title with widget text, saying like home, and let's say the leading icon home, and also we can do the on top to make it yeah, if we don't have this on top callback, it won't be clickable and won't have that ripple effect. And in the like simple empty on top callback, we'll add the interaction. So here we have we see that this UI is overlaid by the system component, by the status bar. So Flutter covers this case as well. So we can wrap this widget with the safe area widget, which makes our UI constrained by the with the paddings. Well, that's yeah, the UI is padded with the by Flutter, and Flutter decides which areas of our UI is potentially unsafe. It also covers the notches or the maybe the rounded corners and other cases. So okay, well, let's move it to the just for the convenience, we will move it to the methods drawer. And here we need to assign the drawer, and let's move the bar. Bar. That's it for our for our a bar configuration. I will add the rounded corners later if we have times. If we have time left. So let's add the body. The body is also the simple widget. The simple, like, it can be any widget. Yeah, it can be text. I am your body. Look. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have created the template home body widget, which we will add here. Let's add it here, home body. Yeah, it also has the error because I don't return anything in the build of this widget, so it returns null. Yeah, and Flutter says that the build function returned null, and the offering widget is home body. So that's pretty descriptive. So okay, let's test it. Yeah, that works. So okay, what we need to let's look at the references. There is a grid. We see the grid of the elements with the 2 elements in row. Flutter has a widget for that as well. It's the grid view. And we use this the alternative constructor for this grid view, which use the lazy build of the items in the grid. So yeah, here we have the, let me, here we have the grid delegate and item builder. Grid delegate is the class. Well, that's the, I guess the abstract class, yeah, which tells this grid view how should it position its children. I'm sorry. So we know that we need to have the 2 items in a row or 2 columns. And there's the grid delegate for that. We have the sliver delegate with fixed crossed axis count. Yeah. And we'll say that we need the cross axis count of, let's do the 3 elements, and then we will change it. And the second one is the item builder. Item builder is the function which passes the context of the build and index of the item. So let's say that we need the container here, container with the child. Um, hello, I am element number. Wow. Yeah, here we see that we have 3 elements in a row. We also, Flutter also has that developer tools. That's the debug paint. It shows the borders of the items or the view elements in your application. There's there we can see the touchable for the touchable area for the gesture to show the drawer. And yeah, that's pretty descriptive, I guess. Okay, we are done here. Let's we can change the cross-axis count, and let's stay with 2 in a row. And we can also have the color here. Let's do the red, and we don't see the borders of the elements. Let's add the paddings here. Uh, this delegate has the spacings. Uh, let's do the 10 points in every axis. Yeah, to have this padding. Also, grid view can pad its content globally. For that, we can create agent sets here and say that let's pad all with the with 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, with 10. Yeah, when we have the linear, well, all the elements are padded well. Okay, let's. Yeah, that's this grid is now infinite, as you see here, and it works. Well, yeah, it works fine. It's infinite because I didn't specify the number of elements in our grid. We can do this by episode length. Yeah, now we have only 25. Well, 26, I guess, because that's zero element. Okay, let's switch to the grid item building. I also have created the temporary widget here. So with building this item, I will say that we need to build episode grid item. With the episode, do you remember that the uh, grid view passes the index of the build element? And yeah, I will cover on top later. Let's build, and we'll see the error screen because it also returns no UI. Okay, let's get back to the references. Yeah, we have the image, the name of the episode, and some data about the episode. So yeah, to show the image, nothing is impossible in Flutter. Well, there's something impossible, yeah, but not in our case. So we can show the images from network. Each episode has the video, I'm sorry, image URL, and boom, we get all the images loaded asynchronously. Yeah, but this not looks very great. Let's do the let's fit this image into our element container. The container is like this square. We can feed it by setting the box fit here. Yeah, that's better. So okay, what's next? We have the title here. To show title above the video, well, in the stack, we can use stack widget. Stack is a widget which places its children one above another. So for those who are familiar with Android components, it's like the frame layout. So yeah, let's put the text here, episode title. Yeah, now we need to to say the stack with the fit expand. Yeah, but the text is black and we can see it very well. So we will we'll modify the style here with the white color, and I guess we need to change the size. Where is it? Yeah, size. Is it big enough? Well, yeah, I guess it's big enough. And add the shadow. Yeah, we also need the shadow here to make the text more contrast. Have to make text have more contrast. Shadow. We will add only the blue radius, and that's all. Yeah, we can also pick the color for the text for the shadow. It by default it uses I guess black, but we can do it red to make it glow. But I guess we don't need that. It's too large font size. Yeah. So also I see that the text is not aligned well. So we can do the alignment here. Add the text align center. Now it's centered and yeah, has this pretty shadows that makes the text contrast with the image. Okay, let's get back to the screen, so to our references. We also need to add this information below below this image. So we need to wrap this stack with a column. Column is as I said, the widget that places its children in a linear sequence. And we have the stack here with the image and the text. And we also need another text here. Episode. Episode season. And we need the season. Episode and number in season. So something's broken. I guess we need to set the main axis size to the minimum or to the maximum. Well, yeah, we need the stack to expand to fill all the free space in this column. For that we have the expanded widget. Yeah, and here we are. Next, we see that I want this pretty card look. So Flutter has a widget for that. It's named card. We can change the elevation here from 0, let's say to 5, and let's stay with 3, I guess. Also, we can change the border, the shape. We can make it circle. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we need to set the clip behavior here. Yeah, so that the card can clip the content inside it. So we can make it circle, but we don't, I guess we don't need it because the content is not readable. Let's do it the rounded rectangle. Mm, Is the border radius, let's say 15. Yeah, and we can change it to 20 or to 40. Let's stick with 20 and take a look at our reference. Here we see that the lower bound border has different border radius from the top. And we can do that as well. Let's do the vertical radius and say that on top we want the radius of, let's see, 30, and on bottom we want the radius of, let's see, 10. And here we go. Well, yeah, we might need that some padding here, add some padding for the text. Now it looks better. So yeah, all the widgets that we use here can be extracted to the separate widgets or separate methods for convenience, but that's not much code here. So I will leave it as is. Yeah, we also have the on top here, callback for this widget that I've created. Let's cover this functionality as well. We here Flutter have the gesture, it's like gesture detector, and that's also a widget, but it's not the UI widget, it's like behavioral widget, and we can pass the on top callback, and here we can just say that, like, let's navigate to episode details. And we also need to pass the episode. Yeah. And let's create this method. Here we can make the print, top, reload, and yeah, top. We can do the also the episode title. The city of New York versus Homer Simpson. Okay, Flutter has very convenient ways of navigation. And before we start with the episode details screen, I would ask Roman if we have any questions. And guys, please ask questions. There is the present for the best question. Roman?
Yeah, it's definitely a great time for questions. We have one question in YouTube chat, and the question is there a way to apply font for only one text font and remain all the other text without font changes?
Sure. Let me, I guess I need to show that one. Yeah, we set the text style here for the, what's the text? That's the grid item. I guess that's for the title of the episode. This text style has the font family parameter where we can set the, I'm not sure if this works. Yeah, that's Roboto. Maybe that's not the Roboto. That's just the fallback font for um, and for the Roboto, which is not present in our project. I guess there should be some information about the default font families. Yeah, I guess that's Roboto. Well, yeah. So that's the way with which you can change the text style, the font style. You can add the fonts in your pubspec file, just like I added the Simpsons, and this is the identifier. So if you want to use another font, we can just write the ID here, and it will be shown as the font that you want to select for your text. Yeah, let's keep it.
Thanks, Andrei. Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Andrei.
thank you for the question.
Yeah,
And don't
there is
hesitate to yeah. Any other
yeah
questions?
there is no more questions. I wanted to say the same. Don't hesitate to ask questions throughout the session. In the end of the session, we'll have another time to like ask questions and receive answers. So feel free to ask any questions you have throughout the session. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Roman. So let's continue. We need to show the details screen. I want to open the details of the episode in the separate screen. Flutter makes it possible with the very convenient navigator, with the very convenient way. We have the navigator component, which is laid in the this build context. Well, the context is the, let's say, is the position of our build widget in the widget tree, and up in the widget tree there is the navigator placed in our material application, which can be retrieved by using this syntax, and we can push any route or do the pop or do the replace, or yeah, whatever you want. Let's do the push, and let's push the yeah, we need to push the route, and there is a route for material design applications called material route, page route, and the builder. Builder is just like all other builders. They pass the context and expect us to respond with the widget. So let's pass the details screen and pass the episode here. Yeah, the episode, not the episodes. Yeah, there are some syntax issue, dynamic. Okay. One more dynamic. Yeah, that's the that what the analyzer wants us to write here. It's the dynamic. Oh no. Yeah. And let's run refresh and try to navigate. Yeah, there's also an error because the detail screen does not return any widget here. So let's say hello, details page. Yeah, that's also not in the material environment. So we need to put it inside the scaffold. Uh, do, do, do. Yeah, that's also can be the safe area, but we don't need that. Let's look at our references. We need the image on the top and the title in the episode information here, and some statistics and description. So now we won't be using the app bar. I will use the different approach of designing the UI. I will do everything in the body. So in the body, I can have the app bar as well, but it would be like not what we expect to see. So here I will have the also the column with the app bar. Now the column position this bar element and does not allow it to expand on this on the whole container. And we also use the app bar. App bar is a smart widget. It knows about the navigation stack. And as you see here, we didn't have the back button. And here app bar knows that we have the back stack, navigation back stack, and it draws the back button for us. So there's no need to think about it. Yeah, we also have that flexible space parameter here in app bar. It's used for placing the widgets below the main content of the app bar. So here we can put the image, episode image URL, bound. Yeah. Let's also constrain it with the. We can also set the height of the elements with the sized. The most simple way of setting the size is the size box. We can say that we want the height to be 150 points. Well, no, that's too. Oops. Yeah, like this. And we also see that we need to add the box fit here to contain the element. And then we will use the to expand the size of this column like this. Yeah. Okay, let's move it to the the separate method. Let's say the build up bar widget. Oops. Like this, and refresh. Yeah, we also need that the episode title and some episode data here. We will also use the stack here. Stack with, yeah, that's much convenient to use the column and then change it to stack. And then we fit stack fit expand. Yeah, like this. Yeah, I didn't notice that the image doesn't cover all the space. So we need to change the box fit. And here we will add um, another text with the episode title. And we'll need to align it to the bottom. Align bottom center. And we also need to change the appearance of this text. Let's say we need it to be white and also has the size of, I guess 20 is enough. Yeah. And what if we need to add the second line of this, let's say, a bar title? We need to wrap this text with the column and add another text here with the it's yeah, with the let's say season episode season episode number and season. Oh yeah, we need to set the main axis size to minimum to make that column be as small as it can and be positioned in the bottom. So yeah, we can use the debug paint to show how this column is positioned here. Okay, let's continue. We have that content below the app bar. Well, I've created the code snippet here to not to worry about all these components. I will only say a couple of words about these dots. Yeah, now we see that there is the overflow. It says that all the content which I wanted to lay out on my screen did not fit. So we suppose that we need some scrollable here. And we will add a scrollable. Yeah, we have that root column here. We can wrap it with the single child scroll view. That's not very good for the lists because it doesn't have the lazy it doesn't build the elements lazily. But in our case, it covers all that we need. We can also add the floating action button with the child, and yeah, in Flutter, everything can be the child. Yeah. Wow, everything can be a child. I can even do the text field here. Well, that's not Doesn't look very good, but yeah, everything is possible. Let's say that we need an icon here. Icon. Play arrow. Yeah, we just assume that in some part of our future we will implement the playback of this episode. And we also need to specify the on press to make it interactable. Yeah, regarding the dots, in Flutter, we can create custom elements using our base elements. Let's see, there's the row for our statistics, and we have that container here. So this container is basically this dot. So we can skip drawing it on the canvas or use some custom, well, not so custom, but some icons. We can do it by our base components. The container is mostly the most usable component in Flutter, I guess. And we can give it a decoration with the circle shape. We can also change the behavior of our scroll view. We can change the physics of scroll. Yeah, in Flutter, every scrollable by default uses the scroll behavior of its device where it runs on of its I would say operation system. In Android, it will have the Android styled this glowing. In iOS, it has this bouncing effect, but we can change it as well. We can do the add this scroll physics, and let's say clamping scroll physics. And now it doesn't have that bounce effect. We will just see the simple scroll. So okay, I guess the last thing I would do here is that transition effect. I want this image to move here. I want this image to transit to the another page. In Flutter, it's also very simple to implement. So we need this details screen, and we have the, let's say, the up bar, and we need to wrap it with the hero widget. In Flutter, they call it hero animation, when you have this transition between rows. And we need to specify the tag. By tag can be tag can be any object, which can be which has the equals working equals implementation. And we will just use the episode ID, which is the integer. And also we need to get back to the home screen. I guess that's the episode grid item. And cover the, I guess we can cover the whole card here. Hero, and also specify the tag. The text should be the same on both screens. Episode ID. And let's see the effect. We also have this feature which slows down the animation. And we can see the whole animation. Yeah, let's turn it off. Down. Yeah, Flutter also supports the native gestures for iOS for the navigation. And we have 4 more minutes. And I would want to add the rounded corners to our app bar, like here. Let's go to the home screen. Let's say that I want this app bar to have a custom shape. We can do all the corners around it. Yeah, you can see that. Let's make it bigger. Yeah. Well, that looks bad. And we'll use the same approach as we did on our card. Use vertical, only bottom, with the radius 30. And here we go. We've written the UI for the application in, I guess, 1 hour, which has the drawer, the navigation, transitions, all the data here. Well, yeah, I've cheated, but that's not time consuming to write all of this. Yeah, and it works, and it works great, I guess. So, okay, Roman, I'm done here. Do we have any questions?
There is no questions actually in our chat. So thank you so much for your live coding session. The application looks great, and viewers could see the possibilities of Flutter and declarative UI, and it looks definitely impressive. We still have a couple minutes, so if anyone wants to ask any question, you still have time. But I just want to say thank you so much, Andrei, for the great live coding session.
You are welcome. I can, before we end, we have 2 more minutes. We can also, Flutter will support the native appearance switch. Well, when we change the theme of the application, I had to create the dark theme separately, like this one with the font families and all the swatches and others. So there's some more effort on this, but it works even without any addition work. So I can just toggle appearance and it changes. So I guess that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't have any questions. So thank you so
This,
much for your time.
yeah, this I would mention that this code will be published to the GitHub, where I will post the link somewhere. I guess we will decide where can we post the link. With all the code we've written live, and you can check out it and use it. Thank you.
That was the last live coding session for today. Thank you so much to everyone who joined, and thank you so much for great hosts for the live coding sessions, and enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Roman.